While cruising is a great value, over the years, the cruise lines have gotten very creative about adding charges and hidden fees that can easily add $1,000 plus to your vacation costs. So, we've put together this list of the common cruise money traps and how to avoid them to help you stay one step ahead of everyone else on board. Up next. Welcome aboard. I'm Don B from Eat Sleep Cruise, and after 100 cruises, we've learned the hard way all the things that are a waste of money on a cruise. And one simple way the cruise lines can squeeze $25 or more per person out of you is with towel charges. Now, this doesn't mean you have to pack your own towels. All cruise lines will offer you pool and beach towels as a convenience. You can check them out, use them, and return them. But this seemingly straightforward system has become one of the sneakiest money traps at sea. Some cruise lines will charge you for unreturned towels, and you could get charged anywhere from $20 to $25 per towel, even when you properly return them. Scanning system might glitch, or crew members might forget to scan the returns, or your room store collects the towels without marking them returned in the computer. These incorrect charges can show up on your final bill, and many cruisers don't discover this until after disembarking. So, what should you do? On the last day of your cruise, visit guest services, ask them to print out your onboard account summary. Or many cruise lines show you your onboard account in the cruise line app. Verify that there are no unreturned towel charges before you leave the ship. If you do find erroneous charges, guest services will most likely be able to remove them, but only if you catch them before disembarking. This quick stop easily save a family of four $100. Many cruise lines allow you to bring wine or champagne on board, typically up to 2 bottles per cabin. And this sounds like a great way to save money on drinks, but not so fast. While you can drink your personal bottles for free in your stateroom, cruise lines charge corkage fees, which can run anywhere from $15 to $25 per bottle, if you want to enjoy them anywhere else on the ship. Want to bring that special bottle of wine to dinner in the main dining room? That could cost you $25. Depending on the bottle of wine, this could easily eliminate any savings you get from bringing your own alcohol on board. So, what's the better way? Well, enjoy your personal bottles in your cabin before or after dinner, or during sea days on your balcony. If you're celebrating a special occasion and want wine at dinner, pay the corkage fee to the ship's wine list. Sometimes their house wines are competitively priced, and you'll avoid the fee altogether. Some cruise lines waive corkage fees for suite guests or high-tier loyalty members, so check your benefits before sailing, and then do the math if it's really worth bringing your own wine on board. Now, admittedly, roaming charges aren't necessarily the fault of the cruise line, and it might be one of the easiest money traps to fall into and one of the most expensive surprises when you get home. If you forget to put your phone in airplane mode, you could be racking up per megabyte international roaming charges, depending on your plan and the region your cruise is sailing in. Some cruisers have come home to bills of $500 to $2,000 plus from their cell phone company simply because they didn't put their phone in airplane mode. So before your cruise departs, put your phone in airplane mode and keep it there for the entire cruise unless you're in port and have international cell coverage. You can still use the ship's Wi-Fi by turning on Wi-Fi while in airplane mode. This one simple step can save you thousands in unexpected charges. Recently, cruise lines have started to offer free cruise packages. Among these different offerings are packages that include priority boarding. Carnival Cruise Line offers the Faster to the Fun package, and Royal Caribbean has the Key. But for some of these packages, you might be paying $75 plus per person, and all you're really getting is to board the ship about a half hour early, plus some perks you might not even use, like priority guest service lines, priority tendering, and an embarkation day lunch. So what should you do? Well, complete your online check-in as early as possible and secure an early boarding time slot for no additional charge. You'll board shortly after the priority group. The time difference is minimal, and you'll save hundreds. The additional inclusions don't offer much added value and are usually not necessities for most cruisers. But of course, check out these packages depending on your cruise line, and if you will actually take advantage of the additional perks with priority boarding, it might be worth it for you. When choosing your cabin category, Oceanview Cabins often represent one of the worst value propositions on a ship. You're paying $200 to $500 more than an inside cabin for a small porthole window you'll rarely look through, and sometimes you can find deals on guaranteed balconies that are even cheaper than the advertised price for ocean views. So what's the better way? Well, we like to say go big or go small. Book either an inside cabin and save significantly, or splurge on a balcony where you can actually enjoy the ocean view and fresh air with your morning coffee. Inside cabins are perfect if you'll mainly use your room for sleeping, while balconies offer real outdoor space. The middle ground ocean view just doesn't deliver enough value for the premium you pay. Picking the wrong cabin is just one of the money traps you can fall into. Before you even step on board, you could be wasting money by not booking strategically. Many cruisers book directly through the cruise line's website without realizing they could get a better deal. Even if a particular cruise line is running a promotion or deal, by booking directly through the cruise line's website, you don't know if any better deal exists, and you might be missing out on perks like onboard credit, cabin upgrades, or specialty dining packages. So what's the better way? We'll work with a reputable travel agent who specializes in cruises. And if you're a subscriber to this channel, you know that Heidi and I are not travel advisors, and that's why we work with MEI Travel. They are the official travel partner of Eat Sleep Cruise. At worst, MEI will have the same prices as booking directly with the cruise line, but oftentimes they have even better prices. Plus, they can offer additional perks, handle issues if they arise, and provide expert advice at no extra cost. Plus, they work with over 30 different cruise lines, so they can compare and shop around, especially if you don't have your heart set on a specific cruise line or a cruise ship. Not to mention, many travel advisors also monitor your bookings for price drops. This alone can save you hundreds of dollars. And of course, you can take advantage of all MEI Travel's great deals and promotions using our exclusive link down in the description. When you're booking your cruise, you'll be offered travel insurance. While it's smart to have coverage, buying it directly from the cruise line is usually not your best option. Cruise line insurance typically costs about 5 to 10% of the total cruise fare and often has more restrictions and exclusions than third-party policies. So what's the better way? Well, you should purchase travel insurance from a third-party provider like Allianz, Travel Guard, or aggregate sites like InsureMyTrip.com. Compare policies to find comprehensive coverage for less than what the cruise line charges. Third-party insurance often includes better medical coverage, more flexible cancellation terms, and upgrades like cancel for any reason that cruise line policies don't offer. Buy within 7 to 21 days of your initial deposit to get the best coverage options, and make sure to compare the different policies to find one that's right for your family and your particular circumstances. Unfortunately, solo cruisers often face one of the biggest money traps in cruising, the dreaded single supplement. Many cruise lines charge 150 to 200% of the per-person cruise fare for solo travelers simply because they're traveling alone. Essentially, you're charged for a second passenger who doesn't exist. Well, what's the better way? Well, book with cruise lines that offer dedicated solo cabins with little to no single supplement. Norwegian Cruise Line pioneered studio cabins designed for solo travelers at a fair price. Virgin Voyages, Royal Caribbean, and some other lines now offer solo-friendly options as well. These cabins may be smaller, but you avoid paying double for a room you're using alone. Plan ahead and book solo cabins early, as they do sell out fast. Again, this is where a travel advisor can come in handy. While room service used to be a complimentary perk on most cruise lines, many now charge delivery fees or limit what you can order for free. You could end up paying $4.95 to $10 delivery fees per order, plus the cost of food items that aren't included. Feel like spending a lazy day in bed, decide to order breakfast, lunch, and maybe a late night snack through room service? You could easily spend $30 in just one day. So what's the better way? First, review the room service menu to see if there are any charges, whether food charges or delivery charges. That way you'll know what's included and what will cost you extra. Continental breakfast, which often includes coffee, pastries, and fruit, is usually still free for room service on most major cruise lines. For everything else, take advantage of the multiple free dining venues. The buffet, main dining room, pizza shop, and cafe are all complimentary. Remember, you can often take food from the buffet or other casual dining spots with you back to your room and enjoy it in your balcony or in bed for no additional charge. Forgot your toothpaste? Need some Dramamine? The ship's shop has you covered, but at a hefty markup. Paying for travel-sized toothpaste, a small bottle of pain reliever, Dramamine, or other motion sickness medication, sunscreen can cost way more on a ship than if you were to purchase them ashore. Forget a few items and you could easily spend $50 to $100 on basics. What's the better way? Well, create a cruise packing checklist before you leave home. Include all toiletries, medications, including prescription and over-the-counter, sunscreen, aloe vera, and any other personal care items you might need. If you do forget something, wait until your first port of call, where local shops will sell these items at a normal retail price, which is often a fraction of what the ship charges. One of the most frequent questions we receive has to do with cruise line drink packages. Often, cruisers want to know if these beverage packages are a good value. For many cruisers, the answer might quite possibly be no. Spending $60 to $80 per person per day means you need to drink about 6 alcoholic beverages a day just to break even on many cruise line drink packages. If you prefer house wines or beer, you'll need to drink even more to justify the cost. So what's the better way? Pay as you go if you only enjoy a couple drinks at dinner or shows. Track your actual drinking habits on the first day. If you're not reaching 6+ drinks, skip the package and save hundreds. If you do plan to drink 5+ alcoholic beverages a day, and also consume premium non-alcoholic beverages like specialty coffees, bottled water, soft drinks, and sports drinks, then the package might work for you. The non-alcoholic premium drinks are usually where the real value lies. We like the convenience of a drink package, yet there are often times that we do not break even, especially on longer cruises. On most cruise lines, you'll see photographers everywhere you go. At the port, near the dining room, and especially around the promenade or atrium on cruise formal night. Yes, it's fun to take a few of the formal portraits or to pose with a pirate at your port of call, although that's still debatable. But purchasing these photos, especially a photo package, is often a money trap. Individual digital photos can cost $20 to $25 each, and photo packages run $200 to $500 plus for the week. It's taken a while, but the cruise lines have caught on to selling digital images, but these are often the same price as printed photos, which are certainly overpriced. So what's the better way? Well, this one should be obvious. Take your own photos. Ask other passengers, not the professional photographers, to snap pictures for you around the ship. Small phone tripods work great for formal night photos too. If you have loyalty status with a cruise brand, you might get discounted or complimentary photos, which is a nice perk. Cruises do include most of the onboard activities and entertainment during the trip, although one of the hidden costs of cruising is the activities occurring ashore. Most major cruise lines do not include any tours or shore excursions in the cruise fare. But booking your shore excursions through the cruise line, you're often paying a premium price, often 30 to 50% more for the same tours you can book independently. While some ports are perfect for exploring at your leisure, shore excursions booked through the cruise line come with significant markups. So what's the better way? Book directly with local tour companies or through third-party vendors like Shore Excursions Group. We've booked island tours, snorkeling trips, and off-road adventures on our own and found these tours to be less crowded. Do pre-cruise comparison shopping for your excursions. Just be sure to read the fine print when it comes to cancellation policies and return to ship guarantees. And that's one reason we work with Shore Excursions Group. They offer one of the best return to ship guarantees in the industry, and you can save up to 40% off cruise line shore excursion prices by using our exclusive link down below. Most modern cruise ships offer a variety of restaurants and different dining options. A buffet featuring cuisine from around the world is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of your cruise. Other casual options include sandwich shops, burger joints, pizza parlors, and snack shacks. Not to mention there's a main dining room with 3-course dinners every night with a different menu. So why would you spend extra money on specialty dining? Spending $40 to $75 plus per person, specialty dining on many cruise ships can be a money trap when excellent complimentary options exist throughout the ship. So what's the better way? Stick with the included dining venues, especially if you're an infrequent cruiser. The main dining room offers restaurant quality meals with multiple courses nightly. The complimentary options provide plenty of variety and quality. Or splurge on one upcharge dinner to celebrate a special occasion, and look for pre-cruise deals and promotions where you can often score 20, 30, 40% or more off specialty dining if you book pre-cruise. We actually can't believe that many cruise lines still have art auctions. You'll receive flyers in your cabin. You might even accidentally step into a venue hosting an auction or one of those classes about art history or art styles. All too often, art auctions feature overpriced artwork with questionable value and authenticity. Even pieces advertised as investments rarely appreciate in value and have resale prices lower than the purchase price. So what's a better way? Just skip these completely. Don't waste your time trying to get a free glass of champagne out of the deal. You might accidentally end up with an overpriced piece of art. Even if you're an art expert, these auctions are usually not worth your time and certainly not worth the cost. If you love art, visit galleries in port cities where you can find authentic local artwork at fair prices. Many people cruise to enjoy some rest and relaxation, and while you might be tempted to visit the onboard spa for a treatment, we suggest you save your money and skip the massage. On many cruise ships, you could be paying $150 to $250 plus for treatments that cost up to 50% less on land. Plus, there's an automatic 18 to 20% service charge on most spa treatments on most cruise lines. You'll also face persistent upselling of products used during the treatment. So what's the better way? Do some pre-cruise investigating of your ports of call. Many cruisers find great deals on spa treatments while ashore, often at beachfront locations with ocean views that beat the ship's spa. Some resorts and beach clubs offer massages for half the onboard price. If you must try the ship's thermal suite, buy a single day pass when docked at a port instead at a discounted rate and save yourself hundreds of dollars on a week-long pass. Trivia, game shows, dance classes, heck, the belly flop contest. There are so many daytime and nighttime activities that are completely free on a cruise ship. So why would you pay extra for other activities? Cooking demonstrations, wine tastings, mixology classes, and other for-fee courses that don't provide lasting value. These can add up quickly if you book multiple sessions during your cruise. So what's a better way? Well, enjoy the dozens of complimentary activities instead. When reviewing the daily schedule on your cruise, always look to see if an event has a dollar sign next to it. If it does, this means there'll be an additional cost to attend that particular event. Choose free alternatives instead, like poolside games, deck parties, live music, and shows. Also, be wary of free activities like port talks or shopping seminars that are really just attempts to sell you things you don't need, including coupon books or VIP shopping booklets. Speaking of shopping, we are all for getting a souvenir or two on a cruise. Personally, we always get an ornament for our holiday tree, so we have plenty of mini model ship ornaments, tons of ornaments from the ports of call we visited. But we always skip on the other onboard money grabs. Duty-free shopping for the most part can be a money trap, because you're not really saving any money because often the items are mocked up to offset the lack of sales tax. Alcohol, tobacco products, and jewelry often cost just as much, if not more, than the retail prices you find back on land. So what's the better way? For souvenirs and keepsakes, you'll find more authentic items at better prices in the port your cruise ship is visiting. Buy one special cruise line keepsake if it's meaningful to you, but do most of your shopping ashore where you'll get better value and unique finds that actually remind you of the places you visited. That coffee spill on your favorite shirt or a week's worth of dirty clothes might tempt you to use a ship's send-away laundry services until you see the prices. Ship laundry services can easily charge $5 to $7 plus per shirt, $7 to $10 plus per pants, and $10 plus per dress. So a single load of laundry can easily cost $50 to $100. On a 7-day cruise, sending out laundry just twice can easily add $100 plus to your bill. So what's the better way? Pack enough clothes for your entire cruise or use self-service laundry facilities if your ship has them. This usually costs about $3 to $4 per load. Some cruise lines offer wash and fold packages for the week that provide better value than per item pricing. Better yet, pack wrinkle-resistant clothing and spot clean items as needed. Admittedly, it's easy for us to say not to waste your money at the cruise ship casino, as we're not big gamblers. For those who are inclined to spend some money at the slots, make sure to check the payouts. Often cruise ships have lower payout percentages and looser regulations than land-based casinos, giving the house an even bigger advantage. Cruise ship casinos aren't subject to the same oversight as Las Vegas casinos. If you enjoy gambling, set a strict entertainment budget and stick to it. Just treat any money you bring to the casino as the cost of entertainment, because it's certainly not an investment. For most cruisers, casinos at sea are just like those on land, an easy way to lose money. Save your vacation dollars for experiences that you'll actually remember and enjoy. And avoiding the casino is just one of our money-saving tips to help you save thousands on your next cruise, but it's not the only one. So click or tap on our expert money-saving tips video right here on YouTube. In that video, we break down our expert booking strategies, pre-cruise saving hacks, and insider tips and tricks to save money while on your cruise That way you can save as much money as possible and your next cruise will be smooth sailing.